Hi guys, how's it going? It's Dragonball AG here, coming to you with another Dokkan Battle video. Today I'm going to talk about what I think is coming for part 2 of the worldwide celebration, and hopefully we're going to get lots and lots of content. So right now on the screen what you're seeing is my predictions for what we did for part 2 when I did my original 350 million downloads prediction video before it was renamed worldwide celebration. So predicting for part 2 that we get a legendary summon banner, which I think is pretty much easily on the cards, and we'll discuss what the units will be later on in the video. I think we'll get an Extreme Z area for the Vegeta and Goku from the Majin Buu saga, the sort of the Intelligence Vegeta and the Spirit Bomb Goku, the Strength one, the both which are like nuker types for Intelligence and Strength types. So I think they'll get an Easy area as part of this celebration still. I also thought that we'd get, you know, for part 2 we'll get the Easy Awakening for the Legendary Challenge campaign. We know that's coming. Now, this celebration might have a part 3 because it's a worldwide celebration is going on till the 8th of October, I believe. So it's possible that they might do something similar like they did with the 5-year anniversary and have a part 3, and then the Easy for the Goku and Hercule LR could be there. I also still think we'll get an Extreme Z Battle raid for Kid Buu. And I also thought we would get Extreme Super Battle Roads. So these were kind of my predictions at the outset. So kind of based on what we received for part 1, I kind of want to revise on what we're probably going to be getting. So let's first have a look what has been confirmed. So from the Dokkan now, we know we're going to get part 2 of the Showdown of the Ultimate Final Battle story event. And in part 2 of it, we're going to get a Dokkan Awakening for the Goku who transforms into Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And I believe the way this Goku works is he starts off as Super Saiyan 3 and then he regresses back down to base form. And I believe he maybe has a partner super with the Hercule that allows you to do the Spirit Bomb. And then the other card we're getting is the Hercule's going to awaken into an exchange mechanic Hercule and Majin Buu goods. So what this will be is you start off as a Hercule and at some point you'll exchange into Majin Buu during the fight. So we know that's coming for part 2. We also know from the Dokkan now, they did say they would be getting Easy areas. For both of these free-to-play units, so that could come in part 2 or it could come in part 3 if there's a part 3 to the worldwide celebration. I'm hoping that was the one thing that's been confirmed from the Dokkan now. I also believe that we're getting a new Infinite Dragon Ball history because someone confirmed that this stage goes away on the 13th of September. So it sounds like if the 14th of September is kind of like the date everyone's expecting part 2 to drop, and we could be getting a brand new Infinite Dragon Ball history stage. And I guess this could be when we're taking on more forms of Buu, because the last stage we got was Babidi's army, which was kind of like the first half of the Majin Buu arc. So the next half would be probably like taking on characters like, you know, the different forms of Majin Buu. It's probably starting off like Fat Buu, potentially then going taking on Super Buu, you know, not Evil Skinny Buu, then Super Buu, then, you know, Buu with Gotenks absorbed, then Buu with Piccolo absorbed, then Buu with Gohan absorbed, and so on, and then final fight maybe being against Kid Buu. So that was probably what we're probably getting for in part 2 is a brand new Infinite Dragon Ball history stage. Then now let's talk all about the main thing most people will be excited for part 2 is the legendary summon banner. So before we get into actually talking about what I think will be in this legendary summon banner, I think it's always a good start to see what we got last year. So for last year's 300 million download celebration, we received an Android 17 that exchanged into Android 16, and we also received we also had featured on the banner the original LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Now the point of him being featured on here is because he got his super attack animation updated as part of the celebration. Now the one thing I want to point out about this new LR Android 17 and 18 had the brand new mechanic for the game, and that's important because I think whatever the new LR is going to be will have the brand new mechanic for the worldwide celebration, which is allegedly this joint super attack things. So the way I understand this actually works is that 2 units can potentially, if the conditions are met, they can perform a special super attack if they're paired together. And I think that's meant to be the brand new mechanic that's coming for this. So I was thinking about the units, then the potential options and how that would actually fit. So the 3 LR candidates that I'm kind of predicting we've got here are the LR Kid Buu, an LR Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and an LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, only 2 of these fit the idea of probably having a shared super attack, because LR Kid Buu just basically in the final arc just sort of fits fights all by himself and doesn't really partner up with anybody. Whereas Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, he potentially does some partner super attacks with Piccolo. For the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he does a lot of combined attacks in the final fight with Vegeta or Hercule, and then he could also sort of link in as the special attack being the Super Spirit Bomb. So he's probably likely to be the number one if you want to introduce this new power mechanic. But the thing that's put me off about using him is he's getting a free-to-play version of the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Having said that, I believe Team Dokkan has tweeted two sort of pictures from the French version of the manga that's talking about the very end scene where he admits that Goku is number one, that when Vegeta has his monologue from the Dragonball Z anime. So, if that's the case, then Team Dokkan's prediction rate's usually been quite, correct, but they did also predict a few things that they got wrong. I think they said Chain Battle and Extreme Super Battle Road would be coming to global early, and they never did. I mean, Chain Battle came later than they predicted, and we're also allegedly supposed to get Extreme Super Battle Road, and we've still not got that in global just yet. So the predictions haven't been 100% accurate, but in the past when it comes to getting new units, they're usually quite correct. It's possible that we get more than one unit as well, because this is going to be probably a top legendary summon banner. So last year's banner, as we can already see here, we got the Gohan as the other featured unit. So what we could get this time is we could potentially get two brand new featured units on it, or maybe even they'll go all out and say give us 3 featured units, given the fact they put 4 featured LRs in each of the recent Dual Dokkan festivals. So it's quite possible that we actually get 4. It's quite possible that we could get 3, but that feels like that's a lot for one banner, especially if it's 3 brand new units as well. So I think if we're going to get 3, it would be probably 2 brand new units and a revamp. Now a lot of people have also talked about Majin Vegeta getting a revamp of his super attack animation because it's a bit dated and it would fit in with the Majin Buu saga, so that's always a possibility. Although I think that's quite a low. I think the best probability in all anyway is to get a top legendary summon with 2 brand new LR units, just like the 5-year anniversary. So why do I think, so the units I actually think are most likely to be is the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, because of what Team Dokkan just said with their tweets, and I also think it'll be Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks because he's more likely to work with the new partner super attack mechanic. And this is why Gotenks, you can actually use the Boo Boo volleyball attack as a special super attack when he's paired up with a Piccolo, and we could actually see a brand new Piccolo as well featured on the banner to come along with it. That's a possibility. And there is other evidence as well that's sort of suggesting that we're going to get that might be a brand new Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks coming just by looking at the title screen. So we have the brand new title screen wallpaper here. So obviously we can see we have Gohan on the left, Super Vegito here in the middle, and then Gotenks on the right. Now, if we think about it here, Gohan was featured, on JP as a part of the celebration just before the WorldWide celebration. So remember, whatever unit's got to come out has to come out to both Global and JP here. So I doubt we'll get a brand new LR Ultimate Gohan. We've just got an LR Super Vegito as part of the Dual Dokkan Fest, so we won't be getting a new one of him. But why have we got Gotenks here on the wallpaper screen? Now this could be nothing at all. It's just because these are the 3 main fighters who sort of fight in the fusion arc part of the Majin Buu saga. Or it could mean that Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks could be one of the featured LRs on the new top legendary summon banner. So overall, I just think we're going to get Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and a Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which probably has an exchange mechanic as well added onto it with Vegeta, as the brand new legendary summon banners. I think that's what we're going to get. But we're going to get these 2 units featured, and I think Gotenks is slightly more hyped than Kid Buu anyway, so I think that's another reason for why Bandai might want to stick Gotenks over Kid Buu on the banner, just because he is probably a more popular character than Kid Buu is. And the last thing I want to talk about, guys, is actually new content, because everybody is screaming for new content in the minute, or the lack of content in part 1 of the WorldWide celebration. So I think there is a possibility that we get a brand new challenge event. And the reason why I say this is because in the past celebrations, usually we've got a brand new event. I think Super Battle Road was first introduced during one of the download celebrations. I know Infinite Dragon Ball History was first introduced during the 300 million download celebration. So it makes a lot of sense that we get a brand new challenging difficult event, and especially with like link levels, making a lot of the older challenge events a bit easier, because if you got everyone up to level 10 link levels, you know, it'll take you time to get to level 10 on most units unless you're grinding every day. You just need a more difficult event, so it's possible that we do get a brand new difficult event. The other thing is, I think we could get to global is we could get the 10 extra stages of Super Battle Road. Although that JP just kind of got released just before the celebration with the Z Sword Gohan. The only thing about saying that if we get these stages now, the downside to that is that JP would get nothing because JP have already got the stages, so that's the one thing that's probably going against us, because whatever they do release, they want to release on probably both versions of the game, given how the title of the celebration is called Worldwide Celebration. Having said that, they could give us an extra and giving us Extreme Super Battle Road, because when were they going to release Extreme Super Battle Road? I mean, there's no logical time to release it. I mean, we could get the 10 extra stages of Super Battle Road on global when the Ultimate Gohan, or the Z Sword Gohan that transforms into Ultimate Gohan, drops on global. That makes sense to release that at the same time, because that's when it came out in JP. But Extreme Super Battle Road came just out after the 5-year anniversary on JP during the Saiyan Day celebration. We didn't get this at the Saiyan Day celebration on global. We've just gone beyond the 5-year anniversary in global. So when is it coming? It's got to come soon at some point, or else we might never get Extreme Super Battle Road on global. So hopefully maybe that can come in part 2 or part 3 of the celebration. And the other thing I think is actually getting a traditional Extreme Z Awakening, so an actual 30-stage Z battle event, and probably for Kid Buu. That would make the most sense to me, because he's an intelligence 120 leader, and him to get an easy awakening would make sense, since now on JP they're doing the 120 awakenings, so I think that's a possibility to come to both versions of the game. We'll get in terms of new content, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and also remember to subscribe to my channel, and remember to hit that notification bell so you're made aware of all my latest videos when they go live. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.